Welcome to Musings with Chelsea and Angie.
I'm Chelsea.
I'm Angie. Okay, this week's podcast is going to be kind of a mishmash of shows that some weirdo over here has seen.
Well, not just me. We're kind of all over the place pinging around. So there's not just one topic we're talking about. We're talking about several different ones. Just basically what I watched this past week and what you've been watching.
Okay.
So I'll go and then you go? How does that sound?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me go with first. I watched Netflix series The Night Agent. Okay.
Which, by the way, we are not affiliated with Netflix, HBO, Paramount Plus, any
of them.
companies.
It's just us chit chat.
Yeah.
Chitty chat. So, so there's this guy, of course, in The Night Agent. His name is Peter Sutherland. He works in the White House with the Night Agent phone, basically, and the phone never rings. He's worked here for a while, never rings. Well, guess what?
Well, what is the Night Agent phone? Is that
like secret ops type stuff? Like, it's not on the books. And when this Night Agent group's in trouble, they call this number and he gets them help or whatever, their teams and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So the phone, it rings and he answers it, and it's this girl that is not a night agent, but her aunt and uncle are, and they're in trouble, and it just goes based off of that storyline going on down about. I don't want to get into details because I don't want to ruin it for you, but it's really, really good. It's got a lot of new actors and older actors and stuff like that, and some of them you may recognize. The guy that plays Peter Sutherland is Gabriel Basso. I think is how you pronounce his name. Awesome new actor coming around and stuff. I really like him. I think he's going to be up and coming for sure. I'm saying her name wrong, and I'm so sorry. Full Evans.
At King Bola.
She actually played in the CW's Siren show. So I've seen her before. But anyway,
The water one?
Yeah, the mermaids.
That was on Freeform.
I thought it was CW. Okay, Freeform, sorry.
Yeah, it matters.
So, anyway, and then...
Lucianne.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Buchanan.
I am terrible with names. First off, I am so sorry. I botch them. That's what she's for.
That's what I'm here for.
She fixes me. So, anyhow, it basically goes down the storyline of, them researching because apparently somebody in the White House is leaking information and there's some bad stuff going on and something bad's going to happen. And it all revolves around an incident that occurred with Peter Sutherland's character. So, it was really cool.
Yeah, it also has Enrico Murciano, who you may know from Without a Trace, and he was also on the last couple of seasons of CSI.
Yeah.
T.B. Woodside.
I
never watched that.
Oh, good show.
Carrie Matchett, she was on a Nero Wolfe series that was on A&E.
So, like I said, new actors, some returning people that we've seen in acting before, but all around, I thought this was a good limited series that they're doing. And
is it limited, or is there a second season?
There should be a second season because they set it up for another one. So I think it's a TV series. So hopefully we get more. I hope so because I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's 11 episodes. I literally watched it in a day. I had to.
You binged it.
I sure did because it was good. And you know what? I was able to get the laundry done, do the dishes, stop and took breaks, mowed the yard, I think, as well. Overall, like I said, it's really good. If you check out the trailer, watch it, give it a shot. The very first episode, I think it got me hooked right away. So
Give it a shot.
Give it a shot.
Pew, 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 pew.
So, yeah. What did you watch?
Okay, so this kind of rolls into when you said, oh, I watched it, but, I was doing laundry, blah, blah, blah. That was what I planned to do.
Okay.
I planned to do my little crochet. I'm crocheting this dragon for my sister. So I just needed something on to watch while I was crocheting. That did not happen because I watched a series on Netflix called Narcos. There are 3 seasons, and 99% of it is in Spanish, and Angie no habla the Spanish, so you have to read the subtitles. So did I get any crocheting done? No, because I had to read.
But it obviously got you addicted to the show because you watched all 3 seasons.
I'm almost done with season 3, but yes.
Well, that's good though. So you told me a little bit about what it's about, so tell us again,
okay.
The readers,
So,
the listeners, sorry.
Basically, the first 2 seasons are about Pablo Escobar.
Yes.
Yeah, from Colombia, and the drug trade and how they ended up catching him. And the 3rd season is after, spoiler alert, he dies at the end of the 2nd season. So the 3rd season is how the cartel, the Cali cartel, takes over the business, the cocaine enterprise, and the DEA working to capture the last of these cartel people.
Now, the main actor that's in that, he's from another show.
Yes, that's our quote. I don't know why people call him Daddy. I wouldn't call him Daddy. Pedro Pascal, who plays the Mandalorian. He is in all 3 seasons of Narcos. He's Javier Pena, a DEA agent from Laredo, Texas.
I have to admit, he has been in a lot of different shows and movies here lately. Mm-hmm. He is doing great. Good for him.
Well, this was from 2017.
Oh, okay.
So it was, I think it went Game of Thrones, Narcos, Mandalorian, and then Last of Us.
Love Game of Thrones.
Yeah, until somebody gets their eyes gouged out.
Yeah. It happens. It's gonna happen. It's Game of Thrones. Nobody's safe. So, but alright, so pretty cool learning about drug cartels and all that. I always love that. I liked
it was true story, but of course they throw in the dramatization because you don't 100% know what conversation went on between, people, so you make it up. But the general, gist of the story is, and they throw short picture, actual pictures and film. They throw that in there along with the movie while they're doing the narration.
I like anything like that that's history-wise, some reality and stuff like that, especially, with the drug cartels and stuff like that, because I really liked a show that came out in 2016 that just ended not too long ago, 2021, was Queen of the South. Mm-hmm. Got that mobster feel and gangsters and drug cartel and, you snitch, you gonna die, type thing. But I enjoy it. That's good. So I'm gonna have to watch it.
I did pick up some Spanish language, but it ain't the good kind. They repeat these words so often that I now know what these words mean. So if you want to know all the dirty words in Spanish and don't want to take Spanish class, just watch Narcos.
Definitely. I mean, that's where I learned how to say a lot of my Spanish words when I was was Queen of the South, they had a lot of bad words. So, well, the next thing I watched, it actually popped up on my Amazon Prime page. Check this out. It came out in 2022. It's The Devil's Conspiracy.
We're going to pause for 1 second. As to why this popped up on your Amazon, hey, watch this. What exactly garbage are you watching that it said, okay, hey, Chelsea, we know your viewing history. We think you'd like this load of garbage.
I think it had to do with the fact that I watched like the Da Vinci Code and a few other shows that are like that, not to mention like the history of England and stuff like that. I like watching that stuff. I like watching documentaries, and it just popped up that, hey, you may enjoy this. I was like, okay, this is weird, but let's go ahead and click it.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Because you're going to have to do a lot of splaining with this one.
I am. So the basic story is you've got an American that is overseas studying, obviously. You've got
of course you have an American.
A father, macaroni. You say it right, I say it wrong. I call it macaroni.
Father Marconi.
Basically, this huge biotech company has been able to figure out how to clone DNA from ancient artifacts they found, or blood trace from Michelangelo to Da Vinci to just a bunch of different famous people, or national treasured people.
Not necessarily nationally treasured.
So, and it turns out that they find the cloth of Christ, which you'll say it right.
The Shroud of Turin.
Right, the shroud. So they found the shroud, and they were able to find out that it had Christ's DNA on it. Who else would be part of that but Lucifer? Dun, dun, dun. And this cult basically is trying to get Lucifer out of hell, in a sense, and by doing so they get the shroud and this woman, and they actually kidnap a few women to try to impregnate for Lucifer to come back into a body, pretty much. And so they're doing all this, and Father Marconi gets hurt in the process and is dying, and he prays for help and calls for the angel Michael, and Michael comes on down and takes over his body and goes after the shroud to, put everything back in order the way it needs to be, and finds out that his brother is involved in all this, and does everything he can to prevent it while they're trying to birth a body for Lucifer. So it's a lot of weird stuff. If you like stuff like that, to me, I'm not gonna give this a 10. I would give it maybe a 5. Maybe.
Oh my gosh! How did this not make it to theaters?
It was very
Oscar-worthy movie that we're discussing right here.
It was look, whenever it came up, I'm like, what? Alright, let's go ahead and click it. I was folding laundry anyway, so let's go ahead and throw some more on there. Had to wash the bed sheets and everything else, so might as well put something on there. But it was quite interesting, like I said, and you see this woman bonding with the child within inside her, and you'll see what happens if you decide to watch it. It, like I said, it's intriguing. They do have little trailers for it. And just kind of watching it right now, I'm just like, what the heck? This is some frick going on.
This is a bunch of bullshit, is what it is.
So, yeah, so I didn't watch that. So, sometimes you got to keep in mind whenever stuff gets, hey, try this out and stuff, and you watch it and it ends up being a dud, it's a dud. You can't do anything about it. So this was one of those cases. I got to watch a dud movie. So,
and we're warning you. The other thing that I have been watching is they just started up the second half of the final season of Titans on HBO Max. I hate you, HBO Max. How dare you murder this show?
It's really good.
I know. But they're just getting rid of all their DC stuff. So anyway, they just started up the second half, and Superboy shaved his head to be more like Lex Luthor. He is gone
Berserko.
Yes. And they are basically trying to stop the cult from bringing Trigon to the Earth.
Dun, dun, dun.
So that's where we are right now.
Well, it sucks that they're, you know, they're closing it up, and I really wish they would continue it on, but hopefully they'll bring us something else and it'll be good. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So, the third thing I watched this weekend, a lot of people get offended. I took my daughter to see Scream 6, okay? Yes, she is 9 years old, and yes, I took her to see an R-rated film, okay? I always state it this way. I'd rather her watch it with me than watch it with somebody else and have questions that she can't answer, okay? Rather her watch it with me, and I will be able to answer these questions.
I only saw the first one.
So, we actually love horror films. My daughter does too. She knows that it's not real. She knows that they're actors and stuff like that. And she actually does enjoy watching them to try to figure out how they've done stuff. Mm-hmm. Especially with the makeup and stuff. She absolutely loves checking around with makeup and trying to make her look like she got cut or a bruise. And she's like, oh, I'm injured. You know, fun stuff like that. But anyway, Scream 6, okay? I love the first one, okay? I love Scream. I love the Scream series for the majority of them. Love the first one. Second one, meh. Third one, Fourth one, huh. Fifth one, huh. Okay, and now we're on the sixth one. So the fifth one is, you know, starting a new group of people, turning it into a franchise basically, and 6 continues on, okay? 6 was really good. I will have to admit it. I will definitely tell you, go and watch it. Go and watch it. But again, you need to watch 5 to get to 6. You don't really need to watch 1 through 4. I suggest you watch 1, definitely. But, you know, you don't have to, you know, watch them all. You can. This is starting up kind of a new one. You're kind of phasing out the old characters and bringing in the new ones in. But anywho, it was a little bit of a plot twist. You didn't expect who was going to be the killers. And it brought back the nostalgic from the first 5 movies, bringing certain things back and stuff like that. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie in the theaters. I will tell you one thing though, it totally creeped me out. We're in the theaters. There's only us and like 1 or 2 other couples in the theater, and my daughter thought it'd be funny to sneak out of her chair and go hide. And I'm like, I was so focused on the movie because it was getting into the intense scenes that, you know, I didn't look at my peripheral, and she wasn't there no more. So I looked over and I'm like, where the heck is she? Next thing I know, she's walking out like the Grudge on the floor. I'm scared the crap out of me.
Your daughter is a ding dong.
Yeah, but she's so cute. So, but and when we got done with the movie, we actually argued about it. I asked her what she thought of this one, and she goes, I like 5, but I do like this one. I said, so do you like them more than the first 3? And she goes, oh yeah, the last 2 are way better than the first ones. And it broke my heart. I'm like, excuse me, the first one was what started the new horror.
But
okay?
Did she say that because the older ones are just that older? Like they were with the times when we watched it, and now these are more the times?
she likes the actress Jenna Ortega. You know, the famous Wednesday girl. That is who she was after, but she said it was a little bit more, it felt more real in these, and I think it's because, yes, ours are older, and the blood scenes or whatever, you can kind of tell were not as good as they are now. So I think that's definitely an effect, because there is a scene that's a little bit gory in this one that she was like, "Oh, Mom, look, how did they do that?" And I was like, "Well, let me explain to you." And I explained it to her, and she goes, "Okay, cool. Yeah, see, they didn't do stuff like that in yours." And I was like, "Well, they did. It just looked like some hot dogs kind of."
Which, by the way, if they're calling from a cell phone, you can trace that.
Oh, yeah. Nowadays you can.
And how do you not know when somebody's breaking into your house? My dogs would go ape shit.
Well, you had to have animals first, which, you know, if you've been attacked more than once, you would think to have something that every time someone comes near the door, it's going, "Ah, rah, 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 rah," or something, or have alarms and cameras and everything else around your house.
In a horror movie, you have to have a dog to warn you of people in your house, and then you have cats to keep away the afterworld, like ghosts and demons and spooky stuff.
Yes. So now you do have a little bit of nostalgic in there. You have returning actors for the character Gail Weathers and Billy Loomis make appearances in the movie throughout a little bit here and there. So it was.
I thought he died in the first one.
He does, but have you not seen? Oh yeah, that's right. You done said it. He has a daughter.
Right, but how was he in the movie?
Well, the daughter's got foresight in the head with talking to her dad. So they put like kind of a projection type look where he doesn't look his age. Now, the actor that plays him, I will admit, it doesn't look like he's aged at all. He actually looks really
we're gonna
good.
break right here. Weren't they in high school when the first Scream came out?
Yes.
He died a teenager.
Yep.
How does he have a daughter? Did he knock up some farm girl? Oh my god.
While he was dating
Oh my god.
Sydney.
Oh my god.
You know. So yeah. Yeah. So it was, like I said, it was very, very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Daughter obviously loved it. You know, likes it better than the first one. I beg to differ. But I will definitely deep dive more when we get to Halloween, because it is one of my favorites. I love to talk about, especially around Halloween. Get out of here.
Yeah, whatever. So the other thing that ended. Oh,
You're watching all the sad stuff.
I know. No, it's not. It's just that it's not sad. It's sad that it ended already, because we only got 8 episodes. Or did we get 10?
Which one?
Mandalorian. Did we get 10?
Yeah, we got 10 this last. Yeah.
Still. Andor got 12. But that ended season 3. And I will spoil one thing, and that is Grogu got adopted by Din Djarin. So now his name is Din Grogu. That's right. Din Grogu.
Oh, you're just jealous because you want to be Din Ange.
I want to be Din Angie. Din Ange. Farfig Nugan, we did only get 8. What a bunch of boo. It was a really good action-packed episode. Wrapped up the basic premise of what the Mandalorian was trying to do.
Right.
So I personally think that season 4 is going to be him, you know, training Grogu in the way of the Mandalorian.
Right. So, because I saw a lot of people right after that episode was available to watch. I would say premiered, but available to start watching. they had a lot to say about. They're like, well, now everything's already spent for. What are they going to do with season 4? Okay, first off, they always try to end it like that, like, oh, hey, we ended it on a good note, because they're going to come back and go, wham, here's this. And you'll be like, whoa, 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 whoa. All right, I'll watch.
But I mean, it's exactly what the armorer said. Now you take him on your adventure and train him, which is what I expect them to do.
Yes. And I expect to see a lot more crossover.
Yeah, I am expecting to see them in at least one episode of Ahsoka.
Yeah. So, and I'm definitely getting there, and then it's gonna gear up for more to come.
Mm-hmm.
Because hopefully there'll be another movie that's going to wrap in all the Disney series the way that Star Wars talked about in their little announcement last week.
Yeah, maybe Grogu will be a teenager by the time Rey opens her
Jedi Temple.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. That'd be so cool to see them there together.
I mean, he's not going to be much bigger. They just use a old.
He might be a little.
Just use a younger
Yoda.
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 Plus, I wonder what he would sound like, because right now he's just like.
I guarantee you we'll still get the little sounds, but maybe he'll talk too. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So yeah.
Boop, boop, boop.
That was our weekend pretty much, right?
Yes, I will say I did see Dungeons and Dragons like 2 weeks ago. Very good movie. Action packed. There's no curse words. It's very family friendly. There's one little jump scare, but other than that, it's really good. It's very funny. And I loved seeing Michelle Rodriguez in something other than Fast and the Furious. I'm so tired of seeing her as Letty. So it was nice to see her portray something that had comedy, and she was funny, and it was great.
I think she'd definitely be a good actress for a comedy skit movie for sure. Because I haven't seen her much in anything other than Fast and the Furious serious stuff.
I saw her. Well, no, she was in Blue Crush, which was a really good surf movie.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get to watch that.
Oh, she was in that. But yeah, Dungeons and Dragons was very good. And it has this adorable fat dragon that I am in love with.
Is that why you're crocheting a dragon now?
No, I was crocheting the dragon like
before.
Yes.
I guess that's pretty much it for this weekend. And I'm hoping I get to watch a few more things this weekend. We don't have soccer, so I have a yard sale. But other than that, I know.
I have to finish painting my bathroom. Fun.
But I definitely want to try to go see Super Mario Brothers.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yes, I know, I'm a kid. I want to go see it. It looks funny. So I definitely want to see that. And
we have a couple more episodes of Ted Lasso before we do a podcast on that, because we're going to do a podcast on Ted Lasso. Then same with Schmigadoon, which this season it's Schmicago.
And then yes. Ninja Turtles.
You know that they can't see you.
I know.
You go,
I know. Yes. Ninja Turtles is coming out again. I always love. I don't think there's a single Ninja Turtles movie that I have not hated 100%.
I have not seen any of them.
Wash your mouth out with soap.
Nope. I saw the cartoon a long time ago, and that was it.
Oh, and while we were at the theaters, I actually saw the trailer for The Flash. That was like an extended trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, I think I'll go see it. I just want to see. It may not be that I'm going to go see it in theaters. I may wait for it to come out, but definitely one of those. Fair enough.
So, if you have any suggestions on what we should watch, just hit us up in the comments or email us at AmusingswithChelsea&Angee@gmail.com.
All right. Well, I guess we'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.